Good morning, everybody. Welcome to today's Read in the Red. This beautiful, sunny Tuesday morning. I hope you got up this morning. Now, we've got Matthew chapter 20, and we're looking at 25 today. Jesus says, "But Jesus called them to himself," and that's because they had just been asking regarding why they can't sit to his right and to his left. He said, Jesus called himself and he said, "You know that the rulers of the Gentiles lord it over them, and their great men exercise authority over them." So he says to these guys, you asked me what you just asked me regarding being significant and important in the eternal kingdom, but you know, he says, and that sense of you already know the reality of what it is to be in a kind of an environment whereby those who are lording it over other people. He says, he's saying, can you recall within yourself the reality of what it means to be someone that is oppressed because someone else is in charge? And that feeling of not being free, not being liberated, not being secure. He says, you know that the rulers of the Gentiles, and the Gentiles are every non-Jew, the people who weren't Jewish, who weren't following the traditions of the Jews. He says, you already know that the Gentiles, those who are outside of God's, if you like, influence, he says, you know that the rulers of the Gentiles, they lord it over them, meaning they take control, they take charge over them, they bully them, they manipulate them, they control them. And he says, this isn't the way, this isn't how it should be with you. What we're looking from you is a better level of understanding regarding what it means to be someone that is able to live and be and exercise the right path and choices without lording it over. So he's saying they rule it over, they rule it over them, and their great men exercise authority over them. So the great men, who are the great men that are exercising authority at that time? Well, it's the Romans. They were the ones that were taking charge. They were bullying, they were controlling, they were heavy taxing, they were making things hard for the people that they were, in effect, a tyranny over. They just made life very horrible for them. And Jesus is trying to get them to kind of take a glance at what it means to be in another kind of regime, another kind of kingdom, where that kind of activity, where the being controlled and being told and being driven and just not enjoying the blessing of freedom can possibly be there. He's saying there's a new way, there's another way. And tomorrow he begins to develop that other way. Excuse me. Have a great day, be blessed, and I'll see you tomorrow.